It is Monday, which means it is the MUTV Group Chat. Hope we find you fit. Hope we find you well. We're going to look back at the weekend, look forward to what is a huge week ahead for the club as well. The lads are here. Wes Brown, Danny Webber, Ben Thornley, David May. Morning, chaps. How are you?
Morning, Stu. All good, mate.
How'd you explain that T-shirt, Maisie?
Top gunner.
Belter.
And Danny, this is a big day for you as well, mate, because by the end of this programme, you're going to take part in a very special challenge. Have you been practicing for it?
I've not been practicing, otherwise I'd be 26 stone, mate. So, no, I've just got a one-time, it's a one-time special, that's what it is.
FERRERO ROCHER challenge, which we mentioned last week. He's on it. Danny is going to do it. He might break the record as well, but we'll see. Boys, do you enjoy the weekend, the FA Cup weekend? It wasn't exactly a classic at Old Trafford, but we're in the hat tonight. I suppose that's the main thing, Ben.
Yeah, he obviously, barring one or two, he gave a couple of the players that have not played much football a chance to, to show Ollie that they should be considered for future plans. And like you said, it wasn't a classic by any stretch. I thought they started off really well, obviously got the goal. And when they scored early doors, you thought maybe the doors would open and they'd go and score a bit of a hatful. But it went a little bit flat and a little bit quickly as well. And Watford, we gave a lot of set pieces away. And you just thought that was probably where Watford might have caused us a few problems, ruffled a few feathers, throwing the ball into the box, and they did. But they got through, like you said. But it was by no means a good performance, and some of those lads would probably be a bit disappointed that they didn't fare better.
Are you wearing a hazmat suit?
It was just for you, Stu. Just in case. Like that.
Yeah. Suit you, mate. Amazing. Good to see Leeds get humiliated, wasn't it?
There was some incredible results, Stu. Leeds especially. And yeah, it's just really what Ben said. It wasn't the best game for United, but doesn't matter, does it? When you lift the trophy in May, you don't look at the third round draw or third round performance. It's all about getting through. And yeah, there was some disappointing performances by some of the lads. But overall, just to get through it. Just get through, that's the main thing. No injuries, which was good. Apart from Eric, I'm sure he'll be all right. It's just a bang. But no, overall, decent result and some good results for us the other way as well. Teams going out.
Wes, was there anybody who grabbed it by the scruff of the neck and said, I must play in the next game? Or wasn't there really, or did nobody really impress enough on
I mean, it was just one of them games, Stu. One of them games, wasn't it? I think the main thing is that, like you said, we're in the hat. I'll be excited to watch that now. So that'll be good. And, sometimes you have them games, but we got through, and that's the main thing. That's the mentality at the moment. And so that's probably the most positive thing coming out of it. But yeah, we weren't brilliant, but the team changed a little bit. And, when that happens sometimes, that's the result you can get. But we're through to the next round.
Yeah, the draw for the fourth and the fifth round, bizarrely, not quite sure how that works, is this evening. Just a bit of reaction from you to last week's show before we bring in our guest for today. This is on the United official YouTube channel. This one from NASA said, finally, the group chat is back. This was amazing during the first lockdown. If you missed this, we did this show, I think 70 days running during the first lockdown. So we are back, but not every day. This one from Adam, nice to see the guys here again. I've missed the group chat a lot. We spoke about Fletch becoming coach last week as well. This one, welcome back, Fletcher. The decision has been the best one this season so far. His experience should work for the young players. Another one here. I've never been this optimistic about United in many years because we can actually win the league this season. That's something we'll discuss later on in this show. And this one from Alvin, get Jack Grealish, please. Not quite as simple as that, is it? And Adam, Adam Scott, I have to say, Ben talks so much sense. Not just this, but in general. From Adam Scott. No one's agreeing, Ben.
I agree, Ben. I agree.
I can see that.
So thanks for that. If you want to get in touch, just leave a comment below the line if you like.
23 and a half hours a day.
Yeah. Yes.
Not a chance.
Yeah. But if you want to get in touch, just leave a comment below the line on the YouTube channel, and We're here every Monday. It's good to have you with us. Our guest today obviously started his career at United. He was a Youth Cup winner at United, 18 first-team appearances, and is still going strong at tomorrow's opponents, Burnley. Phil Bardsley's been good enough to join us today. How you doing, Phil? Great to see you, mate.
Morning. How are we?
We're good.
Morning, Phil.
We're good.
Hello, Phil.
How are you after your own bit of FA Cup glory, slotting the winning penalty against the MK Dons?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, thanks. A little bit stiff. Obviously, not played much football in recent months due to obviously having the virus and a couple of niggles along the way on the comeback. But yeah, nice to get a run out in the cup and hopefully put me in contention for the game tomorrow night.
How are you after obviously a difficult start of the season? It's quite a thing that can really take it out of you. How are you now?
Yeah, I'm okay, to be fair. Obviously, it took a little bit out of me and conditioning-wise. Lost a little bit of fitness, so it took me a while to get back up to speed. Obviously, I had a couple of behind closed doors games and managed to get obviously 120 minutes on Saturday, which was a plus for me. On a whole, obviously, Burnley as a club, we had a slow start. It was difficult, a lot of injuries. Obviously difficult circumstances coming back to play with no fans, etc. But in recent weeks found some good form, and hopefully we can take that into the game tomorrow night.
Yeah, I think you didn't win any of your first 8, and you won 4 of the last 8. There's obvious improvement there. What's been the key?
I think mentality, really. I think we've always been a difficult team to play against. If you ask any Premier League outfit, it's never an easy job coming up against us. I think we lost our identity a little bit. Obviously, that comes with results and games. But key players coming back from injury is a big plus for us. You know, we have a good sustained team when we find good form. And unfortunately for us, we lost a few players early in the season, and obviously that didn't help.
Tuesday night at Turf Moor. Wind will be howling, freezing cold. What have you got in store for us?
Typical Burnley, I think. We'll have to make it difficult. We know United are in good form. You know, they're an outstanding team. I think Ollie's doing an incredible job with the players, especially the recruitment's been outstanding. I think obviously Bruno's been an outstanding signing, as well as Cavani. I think his stats are off the charts when he plays. I think his physical output for his age, 33, is outstanding. I think as a whole, I think everybody's nose is pointing in the right direction. I think, as you mentioned before, I think competing for the title again is good to see.
Do you think we're doing that?
Absolutely, yeah. I think the mentality's there. I think that everybody's nose is pointing in the right direction. I think they've got the right players to challenge, and you know, if they keep the focus. I know obviously Ollie's been there before. He's got the experience, and I think he's got the right caliber players around him now, and hopefully they can do that. Not tomorrow night though.
Lads, you all know Phil. Dive in.
Phil, I just wanted to ask you. Obviously, you played under a couple of managers now, and I always think that Sean Dyche comes across when he's doing his interviews really, really well. How does he compare to other managers that you work with, and what makes him different?
He's quite similar, to be fair, in terms of his approach to Brewster. You know, he's got excellent, and the gaffer, he's got excellent man management skills, which I think is a big factor in the game this day and age. I think players sometimes need an arm round them when things are going tough. Some players need a kick up the backside when they're not pulling the weight. But I think he keeps it simple. I think he demands the hard work from his players, and we certainly give him that. But obviously, he's got the respect from all the players. He's had a lot of the players from the start of his Burnley career. And as you can see, we're still going strong in the division. I've been there. This is my 4th season now. Obviously, still enjoying it. Finished in the top 10 out of the 4 seasons, and you know, hopefully this year we can continue that and stay in the division, which is the most important thing.
Yeah. That's the way it seems, that you all respect him and you all enjoy playing for him.
Absolutely, yeah. You know, he wouldn't tell us to do something that he couldn't do himself. You know, we go out and give 100% every week, and you know, that's all he can ask, and we try to deliver that.
Bardo, you touched on Bruno earlier on.
Yeah.
Talisman. How will you approach the game tomorrow with him? Will you try and man mark him? Would you try and nail him? How would you try and combat? Because he is, you know, you've seen it, the creator of so many chances and scored so many goals. How will you approach that?
Yeah, well, Maisie, we're quite disciplined in our setup. Obviously, you probably watched us numerous of times over the last few seasons. We're well organised side, and he's certainly somebody we'll have to keep an eye on, playing in that 10 slot. The midfielder's going to have a busy night, unfortunately. So just as long as he don't drift out left, I'll be all right. As long as he stays in that 10.
Would you specifically target him? Not target him as like to kick him, or
I'd probably try and do that, but not too bad. No, obviously he's an outstanding player, Maisie. But obviously the way we set up, we probably wouldn't set up to specifically mark somebody. It's just our system and our approach were, as I said before, well organised. So hopefully can fill them gaps where he likes to take up them areas, and hopefully try and stop him at source if we can.
And you'll probably be against Martial.
Again.
What was
not easy as you're getting a little bit older.
I know, yeah, that's it. You get your legs are going a bit making grip.
No, of course, obviously, if selected, it's it's always nice to pit your wits against the best players in the league, and obviously Martial, Rashford are outstanding talents, and obviously get the opportunity to play against them again. It'd be good, but we'll have to wait and see.
You're not going to get Rashford sent off again, are you? Like you did last time.
Oh no, I don't know what went on there. I don't know what happened. I've seen him a couple of weeks later. To be fair, I sort of like had to apologise to him, but yeah, it wasn't really. It's not really my makeup, that, but it is what it is. It was one of them things.
Go on, Dan.
But no, Daishi, every single year, Burnley have like a similar season where you'll always have a run. You'll always have a run where you're consistent. Yeah. Like, what's Daishi's intention at the beginning of the year? What does he set out for you to achieve?
Probably better than we did the season before. Obviously, as I said before, I've touched on since I've been there 4 years now. We finished 10th, got into the Europa League, and then 10th the following year, which for a club of our stature and budget, without sounding disrespectful, it's an incredible achievement. But I think ultimately he's staying in the division, Webbs. It's obviously it's a tough league. Got some incredible teams, and obviously the teams in and around where we usually are in the league, that mid-table area, a lot of teams have got big budgets and spent a lot of money. If you look at Newcastle, spent 20-odd million on Wilson. All these teams have spent money. We think we spent £1 million in the last window. So it just goes to show the output that we put in as players and the demands that the gaffer's got on us. And for us, the attitude's always spot on, and we always seem to produce when the time's right.
Go on, Wes.
Yeah, my question's a bit different, Bardo. How did I end up on your honeymoon, pal?
I don't know, but I'm glad you did. Wesley Brown. Wesley Brown.
What a chick, though. Oh, my God. Right, sorry. Football-wise, mate.
You knocked me off there, Wes.
I know I did. Sorry,
and that's the last time I'll be carrying you to your room, by the way.
That was Lee. That wasn't me. What was how long do you still think you got in the tank then, mate? Because you're one of the fittest lads I know, to be fair. And
yeah. Well, to be fair, Wes, in the game the other day, my body felt quite good. But when I woke up this morning, it's a different story.
Yeah.
So, but no, I feel good, Wes. I still enjoy the game. Still enjoy going training every day and the games. You get quite frustrated when there's no game at the end of the week for you if you're obviously not involved or you're out due to injury or not selected. Yeah. But the hunger's still there. So as long as that's there, like you guys have touched on before, play as long as you can. So I'll try and do that. Hopefully keep enjoying it and keep playing. And
we'll leave. Yeah, you leave the church for a couple of years till you're done, mate. Maybe
I
a
look
few
forward
more
to
years.
them. To be fair, you speak highly of them, and it's good to catch up with some of the old boys as well.
Yeah. Did Wes look after you when you were a young player, or was it the other way around?
Oh, Wes did look after me. In fact, I'm going to tell him the truth here. Wes nearly beat me up one time at a Christmas
Day
because I was too young.
I don't think Maisie
was too happy I was there either.
I didn't nearly beat him. I was trying to scare him, Stu. That's what you got to do.
No, it's all part of the process and the education of coming through at the best club in the world, I suppose. And you know, all these little things that you learn on your way, and all the experienced guys you have around you all stand you in good stead. And you know, thankfully, that's why I'm still plodding on at 35.
Yeah. What was it like for you, though, Phil? When you I think your debut, I think Ronaldo was playing. You only just joined. Ronaldo was playing that game.
Yeah.
Obviously, you played with Wazza and Scholesy and Giggs and Wes and all those players. What was it like for you as a kid, as a United fan, obviously as well, playing and training with these guys?
Yeah, I think the lads will tell you the local boys is, you know, it's something you dreamed of as a child. You know, I used to stand on Littleton. I used to live on Littleton Road. Used to stand there, you know, asking for autographs like probably all the lads did at that age, that tender age. And you know, it was a dream come true when you actually got the chance to when you actually got the YTS and went full time. And we moved across to Carrington. It was, you know, it was unbelievable scenes and something you'll never forget. The biggest education was probably playing hockey with Maisie and Wes when we were injured. That was an education.
Great games.
Oh my God. That separated the boys from the men from the boys, let me tell you. Good times, great education, and you know, fun memories, and you know, it was a dream come true, as I said.
When you look back now, do you think I might have stayed, or I was right to go because you've had a great career since then? But did you think, now you look back and you think I might have stayed? Yeah,
maybe another 12 months, maybe. But obviously, I was hungry to play football, and obviously, Gaz was still at a decent age where he was performing at a high level, and the manager was quite open and fair with me. He didn't want me to get stale. He wanted me to go and play some senior football, and you know, fortunately for me, I had the opportunity to go and work with Roy at Sunderland, and you know, really enjoyed it. And you know, I was there 6.5 years, and obviously it was a fantastic club to be at. Obviously leaving a club like Man United is never easy, but to going to another, you know, excellent club like Sunderland, it was you know, it was good times.
Because obviously you played against United loads of times with Sunderland or Stoke and with Burnley. Is it slightly different playing against United, or is it just another game?
It's special. I don't know. Obviously, the lads have been there as well. It's special. It's hard to describe. Obviously, playing for United, being a United fan, it's, you know, it's difficult. But on the other hand, you're a professional as well. You've got to you know, do the job for your team, and every time you step on the pitch against United, you've got to try and do your best. And you know, thankfully, I try and do that.
Yeah, that League Cup semi-final, Old Trafford.
I was in that.
For that.
Yeah, Wes played. Shazy played, I think, in that one. Yeah, quite lucky, to be fair. I think David De Gea threw one in for me, which was, you know, I was happy with. But yeah, unfortunately, lost to City in the final, which was a blow. But yeah, great experience over the 2 legs, and you know, no matter what occasion it is, when you play at Old Trafford, it's special. And you know, hopefully, I've got a few more left in me playing there.
Are you pleased with the way it's going for Ollie as well? Someone you obviously knew, who was obviously at the club when you were there as a kid?
Yeah, absolutely delighted for him. I seen him briefly when he first took over, and wished him luck. Obviously, he's brought his own ideas, and you know, it's great to see him paying off. And like Maisie and Wes and Webbs all played a huge part in my career as a young player, and someone I'm really grateful of. Because of that, and you know, I wish him all the success, and I hope he can win the league for the boys this year.
But not tomorrow.
But yeah,
not tomorrow.
Tomorrow night's a different proposition, and you know, we'll hopefully try and stop that. But it's not going to be an easy task, unfortunately.
Listen, we really appreciate you. I mean, I know you're training today, so we really appreciate you sparing the time for us, man.
I've only just rolled out of bed with these hips. I still stiff.
Great to see you, mate. We really appreciate it.
Cheers, guys. Take care.
Nice one,
Cheers, Phil. Thanks, mate.
Thank you.
Bye.
Great to have Phil Bardsley on the programme, who maybe will hopefully be involved in the game tomorrow night. So let's lads have a word about these games coming up this week. Obviously, Burnley and Liverpool. I think Ollie's playing it down in terms of we haven't even reached the halfway point of the season yet. But if we won or drew, in fact, at Burnley, we would be top. So you can't hide from the significance of that, can you, Ben?
Definitely not. I think when you look back at the sort of the first sort of 4 or 5 games of the season where we'd lost at home to Palace, we couldn't win at home. You know, it was as simple as that. But our away form was what kept us going for some strange reason. It just seemed to turn out like that. But in recent games, barring obviously what happened against Man City in the semi-final, we've found our feet and we're winning games at home and we're not conceding goals either. And I think that is going to be key now. If we can replicate the second half of the season as we've done the first, then, you know, the lads are going to agree, the fans are going to agree. Even the manager, even though he won't say it publicly, he's got to be thinking to himself, this season, with the way that results have gone elsewhere as well, we are definitely in with a shout.
What is it? Are we in with a shout?
Well, this is the next challenge. I think the next challenge is mentally now. Can we go forward, Stu? You know, we're in this position. Now, can we just carry on without thinking about it too much? Can the lads keep the same energy going in the league? Because, I mean, we look at it from the outside and, you know, we're there, you know, so there's an opportunity there. But, you know, like the lads said, like Ben said and everyone, you know, I think, you know, Ollie's going to keep quiet on it and downplay it a little bit, but he will understand that it's a great opportunity now. You know, if we can just start getting the 3 points, however necessary, you know, next month we will be there somewhere or somewhere about, and that is the main focus. But, you know, a couple of massive games, which we're all looking forward to, because, you know, if we can get into next month now where we're still there or maybe even top, you know, there's a chance of winning this league, and it's as simple as that because of how the games have gone this season.
I think, Maisie, I'm already guilty about thinking about Liverpool on Sunday, but you can't, because Burnley away is a horrible game, really, isn't it? It's a really difficult. So you can't get too far ahead of yourself, can you?
You can't get too far ahead, but I think if the lads look at themselves and they look at each other in the dressing room, it's a trust thing as well. You've got to trust your players around you now. Wes just touched on it there mentally. You know, a lot of the lads haven't been in the position before. How are they going to cope? The lads against City didn't really turn up, and it was a big game. Tomorrow's a big game, and we've got to turn up. And it's a momentum thing again. If you get momentum, you know, going to Liverpool, I don't fear Liverpool at all. I think our forward line is more than capable of getting goals against them. And I do think that we've got an unbelievable chance of winning the league. And it's all about now preparing yourself every game, and every game now is a cup final. And if you play it like that, then we've got a great chance.
Exciting week ahead. But listen, I know what you've all been waiting for. We've been waiting for the end of the show, which is clearly the FERRERO ROCHER challenge, which was handed out. I think it was handed out by Maisie to Danny. Like, was it you, Maisie, who came up with this? I can't remember.
Probably.
Yeah.
Are you ready, Dan?
The rule is this. Basically, Danny has got a minute to eat.
Oh, he's even got the time already.
Yeah, I've got a stopwatch just in case. I've got a stopwatch as well. A minute to eat as many as possible. Now, of course, the crucial thing is you're not allowed to start the next one until you've finished the one before. You can't unwrap them in advance, and you're not allowed to drink in between.
Oh, Stuart, how have you looked at the rules?
Well, it's important, mate, because obviously
That's the killer.
Tyson Fury's dad holds the record with 10, which I can't believe.
You got this
with
one.
the wrapper on though.
10 in a minute.
Am I going to set the marker now, and then we're going to go through it every week? Someone else? Is that where we're at?
Well, to be decided.
All right,
So,
all right.
well, you've got. So, guys, if you don't mind, just keeping an eye on. Obviously, keeping an eye on how many he gets through as well, guys. That's important.
Mate,
So,
that's sloppy. That having to open them as well. Jesus.
It is.
yeah.
I'm surprised.
Well, it's a skill, mate. It's a skill. So, are you ready?
Yeah, mate. Let's go.
All right, here we go. So, the FERRERO ROCHER challenge.
timer?
Danny Webber, I've got a stopwatch here, so we're ready.
Okay.
1 minute. 1 minute from now.
All right, let's go.
Here we go.
Go on, pal.
One.
Go on, Dan.
Finish it. Go on. Here we go.
Get a ball in. Get 6 in, Dan.
That's 10 seconds gone.
Throw him in, mate.
He's flying.
It's going well here.
It's a bit sticky now, though, isn't
It's
it?
good. No water there. No, it's tricky with no water. That's 20 seconds gone.
Is that 4?
3, 4, 4.
That's 3.
Go on, Dan.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, he's going well. All right, halfway there. Halfway.
Go on,
30
mate.
seconds gone. This is good. This is impressive.
He's got dry mouth.
This is good. Oh,
Don't spit it out.
Come on. Trouble.
Oh,
15 seconds to go here. He's struggling a bit here at the end. He's struggling a bit here. This is a struggle for him.
How long,
Come on.
Stu?
He's got 10 seconds now.
I'll get another one.
Come on, can you do one more?
One more.
Can you do one more? 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Good effort, mate. Good effort. What's the official?
That's it.
What's the official tally?
That's it.
He's still eating.
He's got the wrappers here just so we can.
Seven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7.
Very impressive.
Nice. Well done, mate.
That's the record.
That is a fantastic. How did Tyson Fury's dad do 10?
Wow.
That's a healthy breakfast. That is a healthy breakfast, mate.
It makes you not enjoy it at 4. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Standard set 7. Anybody wants to beat that anywhere, you gotta get involved. Anybody?
Nah, you can have. Well done, pal.
Yeah, well done.
That's impressive.
We'll get the trophy over to you.
Have a drink now, Webbs.
You're not wrong.
Good effort, that. Well done. Right, boys.
Right.
If you want to get involved, leave a message below the line on YouTube. That's the best way of doing it. If you want to challenge the lads, if you want to say anything, if you want to talk about something, or you want to come up with any topics you want us to talk about next week, feel free to get in touch. We'd love to hear from you. Boys, big week ahead. A lot for us to talk about next Monday, but good to see you today. Thanks for joining us. See you next week.
Cheers, boys.
Boys.